Excerpts from the Bhagavad Gita, Chapter 16, Daiva-Asura Sampad Vibhaga Yoga, the two Destinies, divine or degenerate. The cardinal virtues and tendencies that reveal the real nature of human beings is their divinity. From my notes in the text, everything under divinity is not real. It's just the passing, transient play of physical, spiritual, and karmic nature, prakriti, purusha, and the gunas. Our qualities of realness are wholly defined by our level of integration into the real, imperishable, and eternal, our awareness of and integration into our Atma. I will now describe the distinct qualities and practices of people with the divine tendencies and degenerate, sometimes called demonic tendencies. First, the divine traits: fearlessness, purity of heart and emotions, steadfastness and pursuit of Atma, charity, almsgiving, and control of senses, sacrifice, yajna, the spirit of giving, the natural force of love, study of scriptures, purification, austerity, tapas, that's literally to melt and recast, straightforwardness, that's integrity and sincerity, and non-injury, that's ahimsa, doing no mental, physical, or spiritual harm. Also on the list of godlike traits are truthfulness, absence of anger, renunciation, turning away from worldly attachments, equanimity, and non-slandering. Also compassion, non-coveting, that's no desire, gentleness, modesty, non-fickleness, that's no fluctuations of mind, and vigor. Also forgiveness, fortitude, that's courage, endurance, and putting up with stuff, cleanliness, saucham, that's clean mind and body, no hatred or pride. All those, Arjuna, are the cardinal virtues and tendencies that reveal the real nature of human beings, their divinity. On the other hand are the degenerate qualities, behaviors and moods that render a person less than human. Pride, that's ostentation or hypocrisy. Pompousness, that's arrogance. Vanity, that's self-conceit. Anger, harshness, meaning being too coarse or sternly judgmental. An absence of discrimination between right and wrong, truth and not truth, and real and not real. Degenerate beings. Look more closely at degenerate behavior, not to dwell on negatives, but to guard against them. Degenerate beings, because they have no sense of truth or right conduct, dharma, do not know what they should or should not do. There is no purity in them. If asked why they carry on in such a detestable way, they argue that the scriptures are all a lie, that God never existed, that the universe is a dog-eat-dog place with no moral foundation. They contend that what exists in the world is merely the outcome of lust, or is just an accident. If left alone to their own self-indulgence, they would heedlessly destroy the world. Stuffed with endless, insatiable desires, these people are arrogant, vain, and prideful. They live in delusion and chase blindly after evil, those things that lead to suffering. Beset with dreads, these people assume their fearfulness will seize upon their death, which is actually a fallacy, as the same mind will be reborn into a like situation. They are blindly certain that gratification of their own lust is all there is to life. They arrogantly proclaim, "I wanted this or that, and I got it. Tomorrow I will get more. These riches are mine, and I will spend my life making more and more. I have destroyed this and that enemy, and I will get rid of the rest. I am indeed mighty. I am ruler of my domain. I love having things of the world. I am successful, powerful, and rich. Who can compare to me? I will buy my way and revel in my own goodness." That is how far blindness and ignorance has eaten into their soul. These degenerates, bewildered and trapped in their addiction to sense gratification, are stuck in the spider web of delusion. Because they have fully given themselves to the dark forces of egoism, insolence, desire, and wrath, these cruel beings loathe me, who dwells in their own bodies. They deny my presence in themselves and in others. Time after time, according to their karma, I cast these malicious evildoers into the wombs of like-minded parents, subjecting them to the wheel of death and rebirth. Life after life, they take birth in similar degradation without ever reaching for me. Thus, they sink to the worst possible deaths. 3 gates of hell. The 3 main causes of this depravity are the so-called 3 gates to hell: desire, greed, and anger. Any one of them is enough to bind you to this darkness, so abandon all 3. Live by Scripture, which will remind you of the goal-achieving divinity. The function of the Scriptures is to guide people towards living a perfected life on earth and repeatedly remind them of the goal, which should be nothing short of achieving divinity itself. But those who spurn the teachings and guidance of the Scriptures and act only on the impulses of their desires will not achieve perfection in divinity, only misery. Let the Scriptures tell you what you should and should not do, Arjuna. Know what the right choices are and live up to them. It is simpler than you think. When you or anyone is firmly on the road to enlightenment, there is no conflict at all between what you do and what the Scriptures advise.